physician assistant for Dr. So-and-so. I'm here to do your neurologic exam. What brings you in today? Your second headache. I have a headache. Okay, well, we're going to see if we can figure that out. I'm making a rapport with the patient by smiling, making direct eye contact, and communicating nicely with her. I'm going to go ahead and start the exam by going through the cranial nerve. So I'm going to have you smell 2 little scents. I'm going to have you cover one nostril for me, and close your eyes and tell me what this smells like.
Cinnamon?
Good, good. Now cover the other one and let me know what this smells like.
Coffee.
Good, good. Okay, now I'm going to test your vision. I have this measured at 14 centimeters. So I'm going to measure this from the top of your head and then move it out of the way. And I'm going to ask you to cover one of your eyes. Can you read the smallest line for me?
937826.
Okay, and then the other eye, the smallest line you can read?
937826.
Okay, and then with both eyes?
426739.
Okay, and I would record those. If she had glasses, I would do that with and without glasses. Okay, now I'm going to go ahead and do the ophthalmoscope. So I'm going to dim the lights, and I'm going to have you look straight ahead. I'm going to shine a little light in your eye. I'm using the left eye with the left eye and the right eye with the right eye. And I'm looking for retinal hemorrhages that you might see in a brain injury especially. So mine doesn't work, so I'm going to pretend. And so I'm going to hold the patient's shoulder and look in. And then I'm going to do this on the other side. Okay. Very good. Now I'm going to test for your pupillary reaction. So just look straight at me. I'm going to shine a little light, and I'm testing for direct and consensual. And then I'm going to test, I'm testing the pupils to see if they're equal, round, reactive to light, both direct and consensual, and then accommodation. So I'm going to have you look right here, and then look over my shoulder, and then look right here, and over my shoulder. And her pupils will constrict when she looks close, and dilate when she looks far. Okay, now I'm going to test your extraocular eye movements. This is going to be testing for 3, 4, and 6. I always remembered, I told them SO4, LR6, so superior oblique is cranial nerve 4, LR6, lateral rectus, is 6, and all the rest are cranial nerve 3. So I'm going to have you just follow my finger with your eyes, keep your head straight, and I'm going into the H pattern. I'm going to stop at each point to check for nystagmus. Go slow so you don't make the patient dizzy. And then convergence. Very good. Okay, so now we're finished with our eyes, so we're going to go into cranial nerve 5. I'm going to check for the motor by pressing the side here of your jaw, and I want you to open and close, and then clench really tight. She has a little TMJ, and I'm feeling the strength of her temporalis and masseter muscles. And are you able to move from side to side? Okay, does that cause any pain? No? Okay, so now I'm going to test the sensation at V1, V2, V3. First with a light touch. I'm going to have you close your eyes, and I'm going to touch the side of your face, and I want you to raise your hand every time you feel me touch you, okay? Okay, very good. Okay, now we're going to do with a sharp and dull. I have 2 items that I could use with. I have this little prick. I could use that for sharp and this for dull, or I could use the little pinwheel. So this is not going to hurt you, okay? This is what the sharp feels like. This is dull. So I want you to tell me if I'm touching you with sharp or dull, okay? Close your eyes for me. Sharp. Dull. Sharp. Sharp. Dull. Sharp. Okay. Did that hurt you? Okay, good. Okay, so next we're going to do the corneal reflex. I would really only do this on a patient that was obtunded or unconscious, potentially dead. We don't do this normally in the office, but I'm not going to do it to her, but I'm going to show you how you would do it. Basically, you would just take a wisp of cotton and you would lightly touch the cornea on each side, and the patient would would blink in a normal reflex, and then you would know they weren't quite dead yet. Okay, so now we're going to go on to facial. So I'm going to have you squeeze your eyes really tight, really tight. Don't let me pull them apart, okay? Don't let me pull them. Okay, now open them really wide and raise your eyebrows. Okay, blow out your cheeks. Smile really big, and then make a kissy. Okay. Okay, so now we're going to do auditory. So I'm going to do the whisper test first. So I'm going to have you close your eyes for me and repeat what I say.
1, 2, 3.
Okay.
1, 2, 3.
Okay, good. Now we're going to do the Weber test. So don't ever bang this on your shoe or on a table. It would be way too loud and inappropriate. So you can just bang the side of your hands here. I'm going to place this on top of your head, and I want you to tell me where you hear the sound, okay? Do you hear it on one side or both sides? Both? Is it equal? Seems equal. So that would be a normal test. It should be central or equal. Oh, and then the Rene test is next. So I'm going to place this behind your ear, and then I'm going to place it in front. I want you to tell me when you stop hearing the sound, okay? I need my watch here, so I'm timing her. And now here. And the U will be facing me again, and I'm timing her again. And it's already, air is already greater than bone, so we know that that's a normal test. So you want air greater than bone conduction. So I'm going to do this on the other side. Place it on the mastoid bone.